Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Premier League's most emotionally confused club, also known as Liverpool FC. It was supposed to be a party, a title celebration, a standing ovation. Instead, we got boos, breakdowns, and a full-blown existential crisis over Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool went 2-0 up at Anfield and somehow still managed to gift-wrap a comeback for Arsenal, who were basically stitched together with duct tape and red cards. Let's relive the chaos, the comedy, and the collective fan-base therapy session. 1. The game recap. How to ruin a perfect party in 90 minutes. Anfield was buzzing. Gakpo redeemed his early miss by nodding one in like he actually remembered how his neck works. 1 minute later, Luis Diaz tapped in the second goal because Arsenal's defense was still trying to log into the match on Wi-Fi. Liverpool were flying. Arsenal were crying. And then, halftime ended. And just when Liverpool thought the only thing left to do was pop the champagne and cue the chid. You'll never walk alone finale. Arsenal decided to crash the party like that one uncle who shows up late, drunk, and starts telling everyone how the bride used to date someone hotter. From dominance to desperation in 45 minutes, Liverpool's game plan went from "we've got this" to "why is the ground shaking?" Faster than you can say Merino's header. It wasn't a comeback, it was a hijacking in broad daylight. Szoboszlai's assist for Diaz was so smooth, it should have come with a jazz soundtrack. 87 seconds between the two goals, Arsenal's defense basically hit snooze twice and got punished for it. But second half Arsenal came out like they were possessed by the spirit of peak invincibles, or maybe just realized they were embarrassing. Arteta on live TV. Martinelli's header made it 2-1 and Anfield suddenly turned from "we are the champions" to "wait, should we be worried?" By the 70th minute it was 2-2, courtesy of Merino and Alisson's magical save-then-assist combo. Of course Merino didn't stay the hero for long. Man pulled a double foul combo and got yeeted off the pitch faster than your favorite tweet after a bad take. Konate fouled someone, Robertson scored, VAR intervened, and we all aged 5 years. 2. Trent's farewell tour, booed and confused. Some players get testimonials. Trent got boos. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mr. Scouser in our team, subbed on and got the reception of a pantomime villain in his own theater. Yes, he's leaving for Real Madrid, but this is Anfield, not Love Island. Why are we booing someone for upgrading to a Spanish beach and Champions League sunshine? And let's talk about the timeline here. Trent gets subbed on, gets booed, then claps the fans at full time and gets cheered. It's like watching someone get dumped, insulted, then proposed to, all in the same hour. This wasn't a farewell tour, it was emotional whiplash in 4K. Somewhere in Madrid, Florentino Perez probably paused his paella and muttered, "Is he coming or not?" Meanwhile, Trent's probably Googling "do Spanish fans boo less?" just to prepare himself emotionally. Liverpool fans saw Trent in white and immediately thought he was Judas in boots. Imagine dedicating your whole career to a club, only for fans to treat you like you ate the last slice of cake at a wedding. Anfield booed. Trent looked confused. Slot probably disassociated spiritually. But by the end, the crowd had a mood swing and applauded him. Like a toxic relationship where everyone cries at the end but still hugs anyway. Even Real Madrid fans were watching like, are you sure he wants to come here with that kind of trauma? Some fans called it classless. Others called it passion. The rest of us called it another episode of Scouse and the Furious. 3. Arsenal's comeback. Sponsored by Band-Aids and Vibes. Arsenal in the first half looked like they'd never seen a football before. Then halftime happened. And suddenly Martinelli turned into Cristiano in a wig and Merino remembered he had a forehead. With Partey at right back, Gabriel limping off and Timber held together by prayers, Arsenal clawed back with pure willpower and maybe some Liverpool generosity. And let's not pretend Arsenal's comeback was tactical wizardry. It was powered by sheer chaos, caffeine, and a group WhatsApp message that probably read, "Lads, just run." Trossard turned into prime Beckham for one cross, Martinelli rediscovered gravity-defying headers, and Merino gave us both a heroic equalizer and a hold my beer red card moment, all within 30 minutes. It was less football, more adrenaline-fueled street brawl with GPS-tracked passes. Arsenal's defense was so patched up it looked like a nursing home sponsored by Nike. Arteta said the first half was unacceptable. Understatement of the season. They were basically mannequins with tracking devices. But second half? beast mode. They pressed, passed, and panicked Liverpool, like it was Black Friday at the back. Merino's equalizer had the poetry of being played onside by Trent. The same guy everyone was booing. Irony? Delicious. Then Merino decided to tackle like he was playing in La Liga already. Second yellow. Off you go. Even with 10 men, Arsenal looked like the ones pushing for the winner. Liverpool? They looked like they were trying to hang on to a title they'd already won. 4. Arne Slot's title tango. Dancing while the roof's on fire. Arne Slot just won the Premier League in his debut season. Confetti? Check. Guard of honor? Check. 2-goal collapse and mild existential crisis? Also check. While Liverpool fans were trying to celebrate, Slot looked like a man realizing that managing this club comes with emotional whiplash. And poor Arne Slot. Imagine winning your first Premier League title and spending the celebration trying to explain to reporters why your fans booed a club legend. Your team forgot how to defend headers, and VAR just body slammed your final goal. Slot looked like a man who got handed a trophy in one hand and a therapy bill in the other. If this is what success looks like at Liverpool, he might be wondering what happens when they lose. Arne Slot has been in charge for 5 minutes and already knows what it's like to age 10 years in one match. This title party felt like someone spiked the punch with anxiety. First half, champagne football. Second half, champagne hangover. Slot watched his team go from title-winning swagger to please make it stop panic mode in 45 minutes. His smile at full-time had the energy of a man thinking, this wasn't in the brochure. Even the DJ probably didn't know what to play, celebration music or funeral violins. Slot's got a Premier League medal, sure, but he also probably has questions like, why did half the stadium boo Trent? What does VAR even do? And is this normal? 5. VAR. The unofficial 12th man of chaos. Let's talk about the final act. Andy Robertson scores what he thinks is the winner. The crowd explodes. The stadium roars. Then, VAR. Turns out Konate was impersonating a WWE wrestler in the build-up. Goal disallowed. And just like that, the dream ended faster than Arsenal's Champions League run. And let's be honest, at this point VAR decisions feel less like officiating and more like spin-the-wheel content for YouTube shorts. They took one look at Konate's shove and decided, yeah, that's enough plot twist for today. Somewhere the VAR room probably has a popcorn machine and a whiteboard that just says, ruin vibes responsibly. By the time Robertson's goal got chalked off, Liverpool fans had gone from euphoria to where's the exit, faster than you can refresh your betting app. Konate on Lewis Skelly looked like he was checking him into a hotel room. Here's your keycard, sir. VAR must have popcorn watching this game. So much drama, not enough runtime. Even the replay angle had to work overtime. Like enhance, zoom. Wait, did he shove him with love or with murder? Robertson's goal celebration lasted 6 seconds before being snatched by the cold hand of VAR justice. At this point, the VAR room should just be renamed the Mood Killer Chamber. If VAR had a theme song, it'd be a sad violin playing over shattered dreams. 6. Final score. 2 and 200 questions. So in summary, Liverpool blew a 2-0 lead. Arsenal played with 10 men and still could have won. Trent got booed and blessed, and Robertson's goal was cancelled by the Premier League's favorite plot twist, VAR. Liverpool are still champions, but the mood is somewhere between happy tears and existential dread. Arsenal, still second, still hopeful, still allergic to first place. But hey, progress is progress. And as the full-time whistle blew, both teams walked off like kids who studied for the wrong exam, confused, frustrated, and somehow still passing the class. Liverpool got the title, Arsenal got the moral victory, and Trent got an emotional roller coaster no therapy app can fix. The scoreboard said 2-2, but emotionally, this match was a 10/10 meltdown, with bonus content for everyone's group chat. Liverpool blowing a 2-0 lead at Anfield is like Gordon Ramsay burning toast. It just feels wrong. Arsenal are that team that keeps showing promise like a startup pitch but never actually secures the funding. Fans were split, half cheering, half tweeting angry essays about booing culture. Slot said the performance was emotional. We say it was chaos, confusion, and just the right amount of content for this video. Closing thoughts. Therapy sessions at Anfield. So what did we learn today? Liverpool can win the league and still suffer. Arsenal can almost win with 9 defenders missing and a red card. And Trent Alexander-Arnold should maybe hire a therapist before joining Real Madrid. Let us know in the comments. Was this Liverpool's worst title party ever, or Arsenal's finest almost moment of the season? Smash the like button, subscribe for more football drama, and remember, if you're ever feeling underappreciated, just know that Trent brought a decade of trophies and still got booed at home. Stay classy, Anfield.